ඩිජිටල්කරණය ලෝකයේ පුරා
With the advancement of digitalization around the world, the focus on digital journalists has increased. The COVID-19 pandemic increased that focus even more. We, as the free media movement, would like to be a platform where we can continue to discuss with digital journalists, enabling them to talk to each other, get to know each other, and develop mutual support. Several matters have been identified during our conversation with digital media journalists. The diversity in the digital media field, the absence of a clear definition for a digital media journalist that has been rooted in society, and the complexity within the field where one cannot draw a clear line separating traditional or digital journalism. The digital media sector operates under three areas. The mainstream media or the traditional media institutes have a digital section. Then there are people who operate websites as independent agencies. There are websites that play a pivotal role. The third area is social media. Social media is unlimited. At the same time, there are social media sites that work responsibly, are very successful, and are a voice for the voiceless. Social media usage is something that anyone with a smartphone can get into with or without responsibility. At the same time, various citizens behave responsibly on social media networks while some act irresponsibly. As the free media movement, we have focused on web journalists working in organizations. During the COVID-19 period, they were presented with great responsibility. The digital journalists who are acquainted with us and who have spoken with us have acknowledged that there is indeed a desire among digital journalists to share knowledge, acquire knowledge, and to operate responsibly. Accordingly, we have also identified some issues. We have identified several issues that are common to web journalists in particular. One of the main problems for web journalists is the lack of government advertising. They are dependent on private entrepreneurs, and that too largely based on personal relationships. There are popular websites that receive Google Ads. Others who do not receive such advertisements have a big problem with their sources of income. They do not have the same sponsorship opportunities as the mainstream media institutes. There are also issues such as registration being made compulsory. There is also possible room for blocking and restricting websites. Digital journalists also do not have a proper institution to study the field further. Journalists and professionals in the digital divisions of mainstream organizations did not have to face a lot of anxiety with COVID-19. Sometimes their workload increased more than usual. When papers could not be distributed because of COVID-19, those newspapers were digitized. So they were able to work even from home. Because of COVID-19, those who were operating independent websites had to face serious difficulties. Websites lost advertising revenue due to the disruption of income among the private sector. Institutions even had to close down due to their inability to pay bills and rent. Jobs were lost during the first wave itself. However, many people with a socio-political vision work from home even without an income. Web journalists operate in the midst of a number of issues similar to this. While there are problems, there are also positives. We believe in the importance of being a solidarity, as many people believe in recognizing these issues, finding solution to these problems collectively, developing friendship among digital journalists, and sharing our experiences. The free media movement through the digital media solidarity is ready to talk web journalist or digital journalist. If you need more information on this subject, you can write to the email address of the Free Media Movement and request for more details. Our email address is fmmsrilanka@gmail.com, or it can be obtained from the Free Media Movement website www.fmmsrilanka.lk. We invite everyone for this solidarity. Let's discuss and find solution to these problems
සියලු
collectively.
දෙනාට අපි සුහදව ආරාධනා කරනවා කතා බහ කරමු අපි සහයෝගයෙන් ගැටලු වලට විසඳුම් සොයමු. නොලැබී ගියා වෙබ් අඩවි වලට ඒ නිසා සමහර